Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Catherine Tourvel. You're watching the No B-Roll Life, so nothing fancy here other than getting out of debt in 2021. So this week's video is going to be a little bit different in line to what I normally discuss, but it also highlights why it's so important to have that emergency starter fund, or let's say a fully fledged emergency fund once you are ready to do so. So I don't know about the rest of you in the debt-free community, but I was really shocked and saddened, and I have seen a few videos being posted about this, to say that Chris Hogan was no longer part of the Ramsey Solutions family. And I really enjoyed Chris Hogan. I loved his advice. I thought it was very practical, and he just had a different way about him, didn't he? Other than Dave, who's like a little bit more in your face. So I really enjoyed Chris Hogan with the other Ramsey Solutions. However, let's talk about that bromance between Chris and Dave, which was so great. They did have a really good personality together. So I understand why all of what has transpired since the 10th has happened, due to the morality clause and the core values of Ramsey Solutions. But let's discuss what's out there. So this is what is bothering me, and what I think really bothers me is that they knew back in December or even November 2018, right before the book was released and they were about ready to go on tour for Everyday Millionaires, that there was a problem. In fact, they seemed like they tried to control the situation after Chris Hogan's wife, Melissa, went to Dave Ramsey for help. So the Ramsey leadership came up with a restoration plan for their marriage, which initially Melissa wanted to do to help her marriage. But talk about brave. Wow. They knew what they signed up for, and he's risked it all, not been found out yet, and then she then asked for helps and put it all at risk, because Ramsey Solutions could have said, yep, that's it, you're fired. However, it wasn't until later, maybe, that Melissa Hogan said that she wasn't on board with this because they wanted full permission for access for all of their therapy and counseling sessions, and she kind of had to draw the line and say no more. And they have now separated and divorced in 2019. So not long after she tried to fight for her marriage, it was just over. So fast forwarding to this week, the 10th of March 2021, a statement was released saying that Chris Hogan was no longer part of the Ramsey Solutions via his YouTube channel. In part of this 50-second video, he says, recently it has come to light that I've done things personally that are not in line with Ramsey Solutions, and as a result, I am no longer a team member at Ramsey. Okay, so, excuse me, recently? No. Not when it goes back to 2018, 2019. Maybe if it was 2020, then yeah, it would have been recent. But then I found another statement from Dave Ramsey saying, looking at it, it was messy, but there weren't clear lines. And we said, okay, not because we're taking up for Chris, because he's getting ready to go on a book tour, but because there was not a clear line. If there was a clear line, we would have taken the hit and canceled the book tour, but there wasn't, and Chris wouldn't be here anymore. Okay. How more clear of a line do you need? Especially since even later down the line, Chris had admitted to having several affairs, including one with a fellow Ramsey employee during his divorce proceedings, without apparent any discipline from the company leadership. So nothing happened. So what made the lines clear that he suddenly had to go? Was it the pending lawsuit? Now, I think that most of my viewers will know by now, I love the methodology and the mastermind behind Dave Ramsey's baby steps that have helped me get out of debt and from being in debt for the rest of my life. But it does make me sad to see a powerful Christian man clearly sticking up and stating that there wasn't a clear mind for a senior member of staff compared to the firing of a pregnant, unmarried member of staff because it went against the core values of the business. Double standard. Absolutely. That is such a double standard. So yeah, so that's my 2 cents on the Chris Hogan and Ramsey Solutions debacle. So what does that mean for me and the baby steps that I'm following? Nothing. Because I will continue to seek out advice and potentially take on board, other information from Dave Ramsey and other personalities like, previously Chris Hogan, John Delaney, Rachel Cruz, to name a few. But it does change my perspective and my thoughts on the whole group of Ramsey Solutions because, you hear about Ramsey Solutions being a great place to work. Well, maybe not so much if they're going to treat one person one way who is a senior member of staff, but if, let's say, then somebody else who is like this pregnant lady that was fired, it was said because she was having premarital sex. But, I totally get they have rules, and that is the rule you sign up for. But, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel some kind of way about the double standard. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. It is the easiest way to support my channel, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.